everyone. Welcome to Business Over Coffee, and this is Weave Your Own Web. And I'm Don Waller, and you can follow along at businessovercoffee.com.
Dot .biz.
Dot .biz.
Yes.
Businessovercoffee.biz.
Go to the event, Weave Your Own Web,
Okay.
and click on that, and when you go down, you'll see in a webinar, you can actually
Good time that I started a business. I really didn't intend to at the time, but people kept calling when they saw the work that I did, because what we do is much like a PBS documentary. We interview people and tell a real story, TV type of story. Whereas most wedding videographers just kind of shoot what happens, and it looks pretty amateurish. But anyway, that's what we do. I am the Chief Story Officer at Storytellers, and I'm a journalist, and we love telling people's stories. I work with brides and families who want to tell their stories and preserve their memories, but I also have lots and lots of years of commercial production and doing corporate projects and things like that for large companies, and I love to work with professionals who want to tell their story to attract the right clients and build their business. And video is a great medium for doing that, and frankly, it's probably the sexiest medium out there right now to be using.
I like that, the sexiest.
It is. Today, we're talking about cracking the code, video marketing mojo for your business, and I know that video is just kind of a tough thing for a lot of people to wrap their heads around, and it's not that hard. It can be very expensive. The neat thing is, when I started out in television, we had 70 employees to run a station, and there was tons of people to do stuff, and each camera cost over $150,000, et cetera, et cetera. And now it's very affordable because of technology. Mojo is a magical charm bag, and the word has been transmuted, in this case, to the slang word for self-confidence. And today I want to give you some self-confidence of being able to use video as a small business owner or someone in your organization that is responsible for communications. It's easy if you know what to do.
Yeah.
Why tell your story? Well, first of all, when we grew up, probably mom or grandmom or dad or somebody read stories to you, and we learned by stories. And much of our history has been passed down for centuries by story. So we just have this natural inclination to like storytelling. And probably one of the most powerful things you can do as a small business owner or someone in a corporation is to relate to other people by sharing stories that have commonalities, that draws people to you. And it builds trust. Okay, I'm going to share a quick story here just to give an idea of how powerful a good story can be. It's a few minutes long, but the importance is to remember to share your story.
Well, long as I remember, I have carried as my teeth, my new teeth was coming out. They was already rotten. And when I was 16 years old, I was on dentures. It's been traumatizing my whole life, my teenage years. I lost my smile.
Sophie is an amazing patient. When she came the first time, she was hopeless.
I was all heartbroken, and I remember crying.
She came and she looked at me and she said, I know that you don't want to treat my case. I think that you maybe don't think that you can treat me. I don't want bone grafts. I don't want anything else like that. I just don't think that I have hope.
I just look at him and I ask him a straight question. Will you take my case? Is there hope for me? And he told me yes. And he said, yes, I will take your case.
Sophie was with New Hope, and the main reason was because I told her that she could be a perfect candidate for a bylock. So we told her, Sophie, I can restore your functionality, I can give you teeth, and I can do everything the same day.
I have no word for it, but I have self-confidence. I got my smile back. The difference between dentures and bylock is like day and night. It's amazing. If you have to do something right, do it right, pain overcomes and leaves you. And what it comes after the pain is the most beautiful thing you ever see. You knew you.
You did that video?
This is one of the guys that worked with
It's
me.
beautiful.
Okay, what we could probably talk about this story and dissect it all day long. Who's the heroine of this story? No, the heroine. The lady, Sophie, okay. Who is the hero, though? Who is the hero? The doctor. Every good story has, you know, characters, right?
Yes.
Now, how many spots have you seen on television where they're going, buy this, buy that, we're the best, you know? Do you
Yeah.
believe them? Do you trust them? You just tune out, right? Now, if you had a friend or you had a need for something like this, who would you call? Do you think you would be inclined to call that doctor? I mean,
You better believe it.
see how much
Yes.
more powerful a good story is?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay. Let's get down to some basics. What camera should I use? Now, there are video cameras, there are flip cams, and there are HDSLRs. Okay. These particular ones go in price from anywhere from you know, this particular one it sells for about $200, but I got it for $50 online.
You're kidding.
No.
I need to know what kind that is.
That was through eBay, I think. And
What is the?
well, I'll tell you in just a second.
Okay. I'm getting ahead of you.
Okay, so the question is, which camera should you use? This one was about 500, this one several thousand. Which camera should you use? It's a trick question.
The one with the best quality.
The one that you use, the one that you will use.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, for a lot of people, just putting one of these in your pocket, have it with you, is great. And I'm seeing a lot of videos online done very well with something, just a little flip camera.
I like that.
This is just HD quality. You can get little legs for it. You can get all sorts of devices to hook them onto things. There's a thing called a Gorilla Pod where you can hook it onto poles or whatever. You can sit up in front of yourself and turn it on and just talk. Or if you're a little bit nervous, you don't like to being on TV or whatever. Sometimes it's easier just to talk to a friend. And so all you have to do is get them to hold it and hold it off to the side, or set it up on a tripod or something. And then talk with them directly.
Does
That's a
that
great
come
way
with
to-
a tripod when you order it?
This particular one did not.
Okay.
It did not. But this is a Kodak, which was the number on it? I want to say Z2i, I think. But anyway, it's probably one of the better ones, and here's why. Most of them do, HD video. I like this one because it also has a slot. Well, most of them have some way of hooking it to your computer. This one is built in, which I like. Most of them have cords that come with it that you just plug this right into your USB port and go with it. It also has an HDMI port, so you can plug it into an HD television set. But I like this because you can put a card in it. Of course, I'm going to get it out. And I think you can put up to 8 gigabytes or something like that, which for this particular camera will record a good bit of video. So, but the other thing that I like about this particular model, and most of them do not have it, is that you can plug an external microphone onto it, which, you know, a lavalier mic or, you know, that you put on your lapel, and so you're going to get closer to your mouth. It's going to sound much richer and better than across the table. But they sound pretty darn good, and they look pretty good. Based on time, I'll just explain what we can do. I was going to do a demonstration, but I don't know if we've got that much time. But basically, like I said, you just hold it up to the side and interview someone, let them tell their story, or if you're in a room by yourself, just set it up, look right
We've
at
got
it,
time.
start
It
talking.
only takes a little. I mean, how
Well,
long
Sherry,
will it take? Let's do it.
I'll interview you. We'll let you tell your story, just real quick, just show how
Oh,
quick
wow.
and easy. Okay, turn it
Okay.
on. It's so simple. One button. We're gonna turn it
Okay.
on. We're gonna turn it
You
on
could
here.
also have a soft toy, or like
Hmm?
a stuffed dog or something you could talk to.
That's a good
If
idea.
you don't have a friend handy.
Do you mind going over there to the webinar and typing in the chat line
Okay,
what's going on?
let's see, I need somebody, Carla?
There
Come
we
on down. We're
go.
gonna put you on the
We
spot.
need
Come
one
on
of
down,
Carla.
We're gonna
Absolutely.
put Carla on the spot here. Okay, Carla, I'm going to aim this at you. Okay, and all I have to, there's one button on this thing. I'm gonna get her framed up, and I'll talk about framing in just a second. And Carla, I'm just gonna ask you to just tell me who you are, and do you know about the defining statement, you know, what you do? Just tell me just a little bit about your story. 30 seconds, tell me what your story is here, okay?
Okay. Hi, my name is Carla Peace, and I work here at Bridgeway Business Center. I've been here since November, and I'm enjoying my career and developing my career. My degree is in organizational leadership.
They just got off on me. Okay, that was great. That was great. See how simple it was?
I love it. I love it.
Okay, it cut off quickly because it was using internal memory. I told it to go to the card. We could talk for hours, but anyway, all you do is just after you get through recording, turn that off, and you hit the play button, and it's ready to go. I'm gonna turn that off right now just for the sake of time. Thank you, Carla.
Thank you.
See how simple that was?
Yes.
Now, at some point in time, we will build on that, and you'll see an example of how to use that. Okay, so the answer is the camera you will use, okay? If I were going on vacation, I'd take something smaller, easier to handle probably, but this is what I use day to day. This is a camera that not only shoots full res stills, but it also shoots full HD video. And we use these exclusively in our business these days, and we can do interchangeable lenses, and basically we produce a movie, okay? There's something that will help you get better pictures or better video is the rule of thirds. The rule of thirds is something they teach you when you're studying photography, and if you can imagine a tic-tac-toe board, you've got lines dividing the screen up into thirds. Now this would be like an old TV screen, 4x3. Now you've got widescreen, but the principle is the same. You divide up into thirds. If you look at any paintings of the masters, any great paintings, anything, and you apply this rule, you'll see what they were doing. They were placing important objects on thirds. Okay, so for instance, if you had a person speaking to an audience, most people stick them right in the middle. Put their head on the upper third, their body right here, and let their nose go into this way. You don't want them looking out this way because they're looking right at the edge of the wall, perhaps, as far as the screen goes. It's much more interesting if they're looking with some nose room.
Nice.
Okay? Little things like that. But you can put the important object on any one of these thirds, and it will look much more interesting than it would if you just stick them right in the middle. Now, as you zoom in tighter and tighter, obviously you watch the news, the head of the commentator will probably just about fill this up, the shoulders will probably come off the side. That you can break rules, but for in general, you will have much better pictures if you just learn to place things on the thirds. And the idea when you choose which third you want them is to draw the attention of the person watching to the most important thing in your photo, okay? Another thing is to simplify. Simplify is getting rid of all the clutter. Okay, for instance, if I were sitting here, we're good, I'm looking at the screen. If I were lined up with this lamp, it would look like it's coming out of my head, or a tree coming out of my head. That would not be a really attractive picture, and I guarantee you people will be paying attention to that more than they would to me.
Mhm.
So just simplify. Okay?
We have an example of that. Carla, tell the story about the green man in the picture.
Oh, Martian? There is, who was it who had the green man in the
It was
picture?
me. It was
Yeah,
actually,
and
it was
there was
the thumbnail of the video that you made, but it had stopped on that thumbnail. It wasn't a
Mhm.
picture you took, but
And then my brother had recently had his picture taken at Disney World with one of the green toy soldiers from the movie Toy Story. And so it instantly kept looking at it going, is that one of those green men from Toy Story? And I couldn't figure out what that green thing was next to Sherry. So it does distract you.
It does. It pulls you away from what you're trying to do is tell a story
Right.
and draw people's attention. Okay. What software should you use? Well, there's all sorts of software out there. How many in the room are a PC user? Okay.
I am.
Any Macs?
I used to be.
Okay. Okay. I love Macs for doing video. They just work. PCs off the shelf may or may not work. I got really frustrated using those. We had some custom built editors that were PCs, and they were great screaming machines, but there are softwares out there. Now, with most PCs comes a little program called Windows Media Player. It's very rudimentary, but it'll do the job, you know. You're just trying to get information out. You are the expert. All they're wanting is to know what you know, okay? You know, it doesn't have to be fancy. iMovie on the Mac is a great program that comes with the Macs. It's pretty sophisticated for a free program. Sony Vegas is about a $99 program that I absolutely love. If I have to be on a PC, I like Sony Vegas. Adobe Premiere Elements is another $99 program that works well on Mac or PC. Again, they're stripped down versions of professional software. We're using Final Cut Pro's $1,500, but it does a lot of stuff that I need to use in my business. Final Cut Express is a stripped down version of Final Cut Pro for about I think $199. Apple tends to charge a little bit extra for their new stuff, but it's really good. Okay, editing demonstration. I'm gonna see if we can do that real quick. I'm kind of watching the clock. Okay, we're gonna open iMovie.
now the iMovie you said is free. Did I hear you say that?
It does come with all Macs.
Ah, what about PC? Would that be Movie Maker? Would be equivalent?
Movie Maker I wouldn't call it the equivalent, but yeah, it's the same
Okay.
type of thing.
I am familiar with Movie Maker, so.
Yeah, this is Movie Maker on steroids. Okay, I went ahead and put together some stuff just to kind of speed it up, but there's all sorts of templates that come with iMovie. And I don't use a PC, so I couldn't tell you what comes with Movie Maker these days. But years ago when I used it, it was a very stripped down thing. These come with all sorts of great stuff. So very briefly, we'll show right here. You'll see where we've got an animated background for a title, and you can type on the title just by going up here in the screen. Well, first of all, you have to lock down there. This is a tough thing. I don't use this for very much all, but okay, so I'm gonna look at there it is. Okay, I double clicked on it, now I can type in whatever I want to type, title wise, okay? And so it looks pretty professional. And then we start the video. We're not seeing it. It worked great last night. Sorry.
So,
I have no idea what's going on. We're missing the video track there. I've been having computer issues, and we're running software to clean it up. I probably cleaned out something very important.
Joe Briscoe.
But you would be able to see right here. There's a strip where you can see the video playing, and then right below it you see the audio. And you see waveforms. Those are the peaks and valleys of the sound, and you can actually use those to visually go in and use a razor blade and cut and separate pieces, things like that. The thing that I do like about iMovie is that they've come up with a whole new way of doing things, and it can be pretty fast. You see, I just click on a frame, and this yellow circle came around here, and I can hold down on my mouse and move it to the exact point in time I want to edit, and then like so, and then I just drag it down to the timeline, and there it is. Why it's not playing, I don't know.
That looks like fun.
It's a lot of fun. And right here you'll see, you can also go here to the titles and grab all these different kind of title things and drag them to your monitor. And this particular one is like what's called a lower third in television. So you're talking, hi, I'm Joe Briscoe. Your name and title comes across here, looks just like on television. And it's very high quality stuff. So it's really simple to use. It does take a little time, but the tutorials that come with these programs are pretty darn good. So you might want to take a look at that. Let me close iMovie. Okay, a little video magic here. This is kind of my secret weapon. This program, I understand, was put together by some editors from MTV, and they now have it online where you can actually build videos online. It's really a fast way to build things. You probably, I hope this is the one. Let's just make sure. Aha! This is Business Over Coffees for a moment. This is made up. We have audio.
COCI a success. We have 1 year under our belt now. I could not have done it by myself. It was a team effort. I would like all
We have
staff
photos,
members that started and also
music soundtrack, and Sherry's voice as she spoke. I put all these elements together using Animoto. Stop that. Animoto.com.
There's Danita.
There's Danita?
Yeah.
Well, I can't go back. But it's really, they put together an algorithm that edits for you, and it's you can edit up to a 30-second commercial for free using their stuff, or you can buy different levels of entrance, I guess. And I bought the Pro package, which is about $300 a year, but it gives you a lot of templates to work with.
Sherry, Mom.
Hmm? Did we lose it?
No.
Oh no,
Okay.
she's fine.
I'm
We're
just
doing
typing.
chat lines behind you so that all the
Okay.
people
Oh,
out
okay.
there
Cool.
are responding. We're getting feedback.
Okay, cool.
What was the name of that website?
Animoto.com, ANIMOTO.com. It's a great way to do a little 30-second commercial for free. It really is. Excuse me. Okay. We're going to show a little something just using testimonials, okay?
Memphis is known for Elvis, Beale Street, great music, barbecue, and now Sarah DeFala.
Sarah DeFala, the American Hotel and Lodging Association Lodging Employee of the Year, truly represents the best of the best with her spirit to serve. Sarah was suffering from cancer and going through chemotherapy, and yet during that time period, rather than focusing on herself, she devoted her attention towards making life better for those around her. Truly embraced the St. Jude children that were staying in our hotel who were being treated for cancer themselves.
The Marriott Hotel has a very special place in the history of St. Jude. For several years, we housed our short-term patients in the facility, 65 rooms a night. These are kids that are coming here from all over the nation, all over the world to receive treatment at St. Jude Children's Research.
So you get the idea. Now, we had interviews with people who were talking about her, and then we had what we call B-roll, or just scenes to support what they're talking about, to help move the story along and give you a feel for, who is this person, what does she do? She works with kids at St. Jude. You could do that very easily with iMovie. Just interview your customers, your best customers who really, really love working with you, and let them sing your praises. It's much better than you sitting up there and, hey, I'm this and I'm that, and and frankly, that's what so many people do. It looks pretty bad. So 3 reasons most business videos stink. They're not about the customer. There's too many messages. One of the things I learned early on when we were producing commercials, pick a single message you want to get across to your customer. You've got 30 seconds to do it, and focus on that, and focus on that call to action to get them to do that one thing. You start throwing out too many things, and people's eyes roll back in their head, and they're remembering they got to go pick up the kids at 3 o'clock, and they got to go to the grocery store, and get focused. And frankly, most of them are pretty boring. So, like the one with Sophie, we really pulled on the emotions, things that we could all relate to. Maybe our teeth are good, but we could relate somehow to Sophie because there was some time where something was just not right in our life and someone helped us, okay? Try and think of more creative ways of getting across the information that you have. If you're a real gregarious kind of person, you could maybe be, you know, I don't know, what's your business?
Health insurance.
You could be Captain Insurance. I mean, you know, build a personas, do something
I like
different.
that.
For some people.
Kind of like, what's the, Geico?
Geico.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're using the lizard, you know. Do something that's different. And there's so many software is out there that you can do all sorts of things. You just take a little time to learn the rudiments. It doesn't have to be award winning. Again, I go back to you are the expert. People want to know what you know, and they want to know it fast. So make it simple, make it easy, make it quick for them. Okay, 7 ways to tell your story. Regularly, and underlined regularly, record great info to the video. Again, you're the expert. Offer authentic, actionable content, something that they can actually work on quickly today. Okay? Post your videos on YouTube and Vimeo. YouTube is the bomb, okay? Because, I mean, everybody seems to be connected into this thing, and it will hook you up with SEO if you just type in the right words when you post your video. And it's, you know, seen by so many different people. So it does a lot of SEO for you. Vimeo is used really highly by a lot of professional videographers. It's very high quality. It's a great place to host. You can host up to, I think, 500 megabytes of information a week, which is not huge, but it's probably enough to do, you know, small little clips.
And it has to be original, correct?
It has to be original. I did do some clips up there for a few years for free, and then I bought the pro account because now we're doing long-form projects for our clients. Optimize for Google search. That's a whole nother subject, but you can Google optimization. I'm sure you'll get all sorts of information.
Analytics and all that would work into that, right? And you can set that up in 10, 15 minutes if you follow the prompts. Can I insert?
Yeah, come to your own web.
No. I just wanted to say that it helped me when I have a question and Don's not here to tell me that that's the right answer. About.com or ask.com. Both of those are really good to go to and just put in, how do I set up Google Analytics? I went to, I think, about.com and it gave me directions, which I need.
Those are great.
Yeah.
Add the videos to your Facebook, website, blog, and sites like TubeMogul. Now, TubeMogul.com is this is where you get really serious, and you want it's kind of costly, but it can give you distribution like you couldn't do yourself. I mean, it's all automated, and they can send you out to hundreds of major sites and that sort of thing, and it's a way to blast the market. And so someone who's getting really serious, some of these major companies are going to be using things like TubeMogul. But Facebook, man, it is so powerful. Without trying to even get that many people, I've got almost 600 people on my Facebook now. They love to see pictures, and they love to see videos, and they like to get information that is helpful.
Absolutely.
Little snippets. Add them to your Google local business listing. I have not done this yet, but I've done some research on it, and most of our clients are local. This is just a really good way to get found fast in local searches. If you need help, hire a professional. A little story. A friend of mine, who we all know, was trying to do his own video, and he knew he could have called me, but he didn't. And he tried to take it on, and he spent 16 hours and still didn't have the video he wanted. He brought it to me in an hour and a half. I had it for him. So there is something to be said for hiring a professional. So what's your time worth? You know. Okay, leverage your video on the web. the web is so powerful, video is so powerful, why not put the two together?
You better
and
believe
use
it.
them? I mean,
In fact, we're getting responses right now. There's people at
Awesome.
home that are participating
Awesome.
in this. So
Awesome.
that shows you the power of social media.
that's great.
I like to talk, so you know,
That's
you would
great.
have to bring
Jump
some
in,
tape
Sherry.
and tape me up.
Jump in, Sherry. Okay, so why video? Well, there are advantages of video on the web to market your business. It's very effective. Placed on websites, proven to reach your target customers. Better results. You can pull 700% more clicks than display ads, 25% more than text ads. Targeted, it's very targeted. Ads can be targeted by location, by age, gender, and income. It's easy to share with your friends and clients on Facebook. You've got a built-in audience already. Why not start letting them know what you do? They'll tell their friends, and every time they like you, all of their friends see what you're
Exactly.
doing. It's multiplication. It's very integrated. You can reuse the ads. You create it once. If your business is large enough to afford TV, you can put it on the television, of course on the web. You can make DVDs to hand out to your clients or send in a special mailing. How much better would it be to see something cool like that than to get a postcard or the typical mail that your competitors are sending? You want to stand out, want to do something different. You can use it as point of purchase displays if you are in the retail business, or have an office where a lot of people come through. Put it up there on the counter where they can see.
Get a cool screen like you have right there and have it running constantly.
Absolutely. We've had doctors' offices that would put videos in that would educate their patients while they're sitting in the waiting room.
Sure.
It's very efficient. You can drive qualified prospects to your site with just a single click. Okay, I'm going to show you a really good example of how to use video powerfully. Over the last 3 years, I've spent a lot of time trying to learn how to do what this lady does very, very well. If you go to clientmagnets.com, you can see a live version of this and how she does it. CarrieWilkerson.com also does a very nice job of it. And real quickly, I'll try and explain how this works. She has what's called a squeeze page. The only reason to have this page up is to try and get you to put your name and your email address here for more information. She's written very powerful copy down here aimed at her target audience, which are businesswomen who are working from home. Okay.
That's very effective. Just that one line, 7 secrets to attract all the clients you want. The colors, everything matches, and her picture. I love it.
Right. And she's using direct marketing tactics, and so study people like No BS Marketing, Dan Kennedy. He is like the guy right now for direct marketing.
Is she local to
She is not.
Memphis?
She's out of the UK.
Really?
Yeah, actually Ireland. So she wasn't. Yeah, but she's Irish. She moved to the UK. You go and you hear a great accent. If you go online live, you can see how she uses this very effectively. And if you'll just give her your name and your email address, you will get all sorts of great information.
What
but
URL?
Study what she's doing, how she does it.
What URL are you using? And we'll share that online.
This is clientmagnets.com.
Okay, thank you.
It's so powerful. I'm in the wedding and event industry. I've registered bridemagnets.com. I'm going to do the same thing to help teach people who are in the wedding industry how to get more clients, more brides. Okay? But here she's asked you to sign up now to watch the free 3-part video series. And she's actually, a video will pop up, it's very well done. And she's going to give you the 7 secrets to attract all the clients you want. And, if you're kind of squeamish, you might read all the copy. Well, she builds a really good case for why you need to do this. Once you do this, then she uses email automation. I have no idea what company she uses to do that, but you pre-type a series of emails to go out, and you put links in there to a video, and she will have a series of videos that will
Really? So you schedule it out?
You schedule it out, and you, according to what is the best schedule for your particular niche,
I'm sure you could do that on Constant Contact as well. I know they have the availability.
I'm sure you could, because I think they have that kind of feature.
They do.
And then she's probably hosting her video at some site like a Vimeo or YouTube or whatever.
Sure.
So it's just a really powerful marketing system. Study what she does. Don't give her a name and just study. You may want to buy her stuff, but it's a great way to learn a really effective marketing model.
And she's doing it through mostly video.
Mostly video.
Okay.
I mean, she can send you a lot of text and PDFs and stuff like that too. So people want to work with you. Okay? So share your story today. Okay? And if you need some help, call me. I'm Don Lawler, the Storytellers. Any questions?
Thank you.
Glad to do it.
Can you get on, let's see, we have about 5 minutes before the next session. Is there any way to get online and show us a brief synopsis of Animato, which I love?
Okay. And move to Animato.com. Okay. It's fairly simple when you go in. There's sample videos here. It's a great way to see how businesses can use video. I'm glad you asked. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's any. Here's one on e-commerce, small business. Let's just look at this one on small business that they did. Animoto has a lot of licensed music. You cannot use music that's not licensed or you get caught.
Exactly, or you have to go get the royalty free.
You're right.
Which is what I do on the radio. There's a guy that's great with royalty free music. But also, Don, would you point out that a lot of what they're using is not video. They make it look like a video.
It's photos. This is some play.
Like a slideshow.
It's like a slideshow. And there are all sorts of templates, especially if you buy the professional version.
Which is, I believe, $5 a month.
Well, there's different ways of buying it.
Different ones,
You can
okay.
do a per viewing. You can buy by the month, and I think you don't get all the templates, but the pro version is like $300 a year. You get
And you get everything.
everything, and they constantly
Okay.
add stuff to it.
Yeah.
I'm just having trouble. on
And
the
you can
internet
do a
here.
30-second for free,
Right.
just to test it out.
Right, you get the idea, but they have templates in here for different businesses like e-commerce, small business, classified ads. Let's see, photography. Actually, there's a photographer in here, town's a good friend of mine. The beautiful work. Let's see if we can see Allison's ad.
Oh, I love the couch. I mean, the children are beautiful, but the couch, I need the couch. I've got it.
Yeah, Allison's beautiful work.
Oh,
Well, we're just having problems here. Okay. Again, she's using music probably from their life.
yes.
But notice this is the photo, but you're seeing a blurred version of that photo.
Yes.
And there's the edging and stuff. These are all things that would take you hours to do. You can do them in one of the other programs, but it would take you a long time to do it. This just really speeds up the process. Okay. Yeah. But you get the idea, and I think at the end, or maybe her name comes up. I like to use testimonials and things like that personally and mix them in with the photos. But putting text in there, text hitting those key points in your business, which is what we did for the business over the
Yeah,
coffee
you did a
spot.
great job on that.
So, yeah, and with that one we had, let's see if we can find that one more time. We had photos, primarily, I put it onto the timeline in Final Cut Pro, then I added a music track, and then I added Sherry's voice, and I just kind of mixed so that I could hear her voice, and the music was kind of driving. So
Yeah,
it
the
kept it
music,
kind of
my kids
exciting.
love the music. They're
Oh,
8 and
really?
11, so they didn't care anything about watching me, but they like that music.
But so there's a combination of, you know, text, her voice, good music to support the piece, and then photos from the day.
It is nice.
I would like all the founding members that started and also were added as we went along to please stand. All the founding members.
So the combination makes for a much more powerful piece, you
It
know,
does.
and it's very short. You don't have to have an hour-long.
Yeah.
TV
You're going to
show.
lose interest. What is
Yeah.
what is the statistics out there as
It's
far
changing all the time, but right now, somewhere the sweet spot's between 90 seconds and 2 minutes.
Okay.
After that, people want to know things fast. Now,
Exactly.
Now, if you get someone into your club and they, you know, you sell them into your package and you're a coach, you could do a 30-minute,
Sure.
16-minute webinar,
Sure.
something like that. But,
Right.
But those are people who've said, yeah, I really need to know what you want to teach me or
Exactly,
show
like the
me.
people online right now that are
Right.
watching, they're members. So, but
Right.
if you're trying to attract members or attract clients, you're just going to want something that
Right.
they'll watch and then they'll move on,
Right.
because we don't have time to sit there and watch a video for
Right.
30 minutes, right? During our work
Yeah,
day.
you don't.
Right.
You don't. And again, you know, take in consideration your client. My customer is primarily brides. And we found out statistically through research that most of them are looking at their computers at work. We don't want to get them in trouble with their boss, so I don't put music that just comes on automatically on my website when it first opens up. Now, if they want to look at a video, they're going to hear sound and that sort of thing. So,
Now,
know your customer.
for you know, videos you want to put out there and you want to have music track in it, what would you say is the average cost of licensing music?
There is no average. It depends on who you buy it from. I did a project for FedEx a number of years ago, and they wanted one of Michael Jackson's songs. They wanted $20,000 to show it privately at a FedEx meeting. So, I mean, it can get crazy. It just depends on who you're dealing with and the popularity of that song. There are a number of new companies opening up right now on the web to cater to certain industries, like for instance the wedding and event industry, where you can get blanket licenses or a per-use license for a wedding if you're going to show it publicly in any way. So it's changing. You know, if you have a specific question or need, maybe call me and I'll try and help you out figuring out who to go to. Okay. Any questions?
I'm good. We're going to take
We
a
are
break.
right on the money.
Yes, we're going to take a break and come back with e-commerce, and Anubhav from Rhode Island will be joining us. This goes until 11, so he will be showing us e-commerce stores to either integrate into our profile on Business Over Coffee or to integrate into our standalone sites.
Awesome.
And he is a member of ours, by the way. Don, that was excellent.
Well, great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I need to stop this or pause or.
I think we'll just have the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just keep it like it is. And people can continue to watch and wait for the e-commerce piece that's coming up here in about 5 minutes. So just stay tuned live.
They can watch
Are you
this.
going to stay down or are you heading out?
I really need to run.
Sure. Well, you have a safe trip.
They
Thank
can watch
you.
us
I
drink our
appreciate it.
coffee.
What?
So how many of you are inspired to go home and make a video? I love it. I love it. I'll probably do first. Yeah. Oh, yes. What are we going to do with the little video that we did for
Oh,
Carla?
I'd have to
Can you
take-
send it to me?
I'll see what I can do.
That's pretty cool.
It cut off prematurely.
Yeah.
It did.
Can
yeah.
we do a 1 minute, like a 30-second with her real quick?
If I can,
I do their social media, so that would be really neat. If you could send it to me, we could do something with it.
let me see if I can get it. Okay.
Or I can send it to you
Internal memory is
if you'd like.
full.
I just want to see the quality of.
Oh, the quality's excellent. Let's see. Here we go. Let's see. Okay, just hit that. Okay, it just cut off, so
It's not, it's actually pretty good.
Oh.
I didn't,
And you seemed calm and comfortable.
thank you.
It's all that matters is on the outside sometimes.
Yeah.
can sound better on the computer, I'm sure.
We could cut it right there, developing my career, and then
Okay.
we could
I'll
insert a
send
few
it to you.
pictures.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
That'd be great, thanks.
Okay?
Oh, and Maddie online says, me, laugh out loud, she's making a video.
Oh, good. Good, inspire
From
somebody.
Diva Collaborations, so.
Drinking our coffee.
Those of
enjoying
you
our time.
online, please respond on the webinar and let me know that you can hear me, please. We'll be coming on live with Annabelle here in a moment. No, you're fine.
I am.
Here's your, you have my email address.
That's great. Thanks for being a good audience. Appreciate that.
That was a very, very good presentation.
When you make your first video, send me emails in the morning so I can see what you did.
Absolutely. Did everyone get Don's card? He's the person you want to call if you want to have some type of video made or pictures, photos. He is one of the best in the business, and those of you watching live, I'm going to speak to you directly. We are in Weave Your Own Web. We're wrapping up the first hour, which was regarding video. Excellent, with Don Lawler of Storytellers. You can find him on WeTellYourStories.com. His number is 901-485-3027. Also, and I'll pull a chair up so I don't have to stoop. Also, we are getting ready to go onto a webinar. You can join us right now. It's been going on for an hour, but we actually have Annabelle from e-commerce, and he'll tell us the exact name of his business, Payleaf, and there's several, he has entities. So he's going to explain all of that to us here in a moment. He's joining us from Rhode Island. He is one of our members, and we're very excited to have him come on board. So we will be sharing the webinar with you. This will be live. You'll be looking at the laptop. So we're encouraging you to join us. Go to businessovercoffee.biz, scroll down, you'll see the link on Weave Your Own Web, you'll see the link to get into the webinar. It is actually anymeeting.com/B as in business, O as in over, coffee, and then the number 1. So it's anymeeting.com/BO coffee1. And here's a tip for you, a social media tip. You can do your webinars for free, up to 200 people on anymeeting.com. It's very easy to follow as well. So there's your social media tip for the day, and I'm going to turn the camera toward the laptop and encourage you to join us online with the webinar at this point in time. All right, and Chase, you can look over my shoulder to be able to see exactly. And those of you that have computers now, if you all want to go on and get into the webinar, you can go ahead and do that.
Am I still in it though? Or no?
Yeah, go on and just tell them to join us and give them the link, and then you can get into the webinar with us. Chase, do you mind if you're in there?
Not at all.
Okay, there we go. That should be good.
Okay, what's the,
It is anymeeting.com/BO coffee, and then the number 1. Okay, I encourage you to get your coffee, and let's get started with Annabelle.
bunch. Most recently, I put the Christian TV station on the air here, Channel 14 and 23.
Okay.
But I was at ABC, which is now Fox, and it was ABC 13 when I was there. I left in '82, and then started a production company. I've been there for a lot of years.
Should I mention you?
I've been on a number of times. I've done work for PBS, and my stuff's been on all networks at one time or another.
Thank you so much, Dawn. Thanks. What? Okay, you're ready? This is on e-commerce, and it's how you can actually incorporate a store into your profile on our site. Like, for instance, Beverly sells jewelry, so this would be a perfect platform for her to just put it into her profile because she doesn't have a website as of yet. Or if you have, as you all do, a standalone website and you need an e-commerce store for your services or your products, then you would be able to do it in a standalone website as well. And this gentleman is the founder of the application that's actually in the Ning.com. So he works with a lot of different online social communities.
So, do you think this would be useful for people who can't sell products specifically, like a product bought from us, or can have to
I don't
from
think
our
so.
private
No,
exchange
not.
or from the insurance companies?
I don't see where this would be for you. You've already got your everything set up. This is really more, and I'm talking online as well. It's more for people who do not have websites and would like to join businessovercoffee.com and have their profile and integrate their e-commerce store into the profile. However, if you have a website and you do not have e-commerce, you could integrate it into your website. So it would work either way. But if you already have that, then I don't see the need, unless you just want to stay and hang out with us, and you're more than welcome to do so.
Hi, Jenny, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Annabelle. Can you hear me? Annabelle, can you hear me?
Oh, great. Oh, perfect. All right.
Excellent.
Yes, Jenny.
Let's go ahead and get started. I'm introducing you to the online participants as well as those individuals who are right here in the room with us. And you are from Rhode Island, New York. You have been a member with us for some time and actually set our store up. And hopefully, I'm hoping you'll walk us through some of that, as well as how individuals can set up their own store in our profile at businessovercoffee.biz. This is being recorded as well. And in addition to that, as you talk, I may be repeating after you because we're recording it live on Ustream as well for this session live here in the room. And in addition, I would like you to educate our listeners and our audience as to how to incorporate your store into a standalone website as well. So it's your platform. Go ahead and screen share, and you have got about 45 minutes. We'll wrap this up at about 11:15, and then we'll have 15 minutes to take questions and so forth. And that's Central Standard Time, by the way.
Sure. Yes. Sherry, am I a presenter? Am I not able to share my screen?
It's not allowing you to? Okay, just one moment. Okay, now try to share your screen.
Sure.
Are you sharing out above?
Yes, Sherry, I'm trying. I'm not sure if this option is working. I see the screen share option on your name, not mine.
Okay, I've got you as a presenter, so you should be able to screen share. Now, just one second. Let me try something.
Screen sharing has stopped.
Sure.
While we're working on that, Annabelle, would you walk us through? You can give me URLs and I will take us there. And we can walk through the process
Screen
until I
sharing
get
has
that
stopped.
working for you.
Screen sharing has started.
Sure. I can share the URLs on this chat screen, Sherry, with you. Will that be okay?
That would be excellent, and I will follow along.
Okay. I'm just giving you the URLs there.
Good. And also the attendees can follow along with the URL that was just placed into the chat box. Those of you who are watching online, estoreadvanced.com as well as addastore.com. And above, are you there?
Yes, Sherry, and then I'm just again trying to click on the share screen option.
Okay.
Still feeling some issues.
Okay, I just shared a screen. Can you see it? Your estoreadvanced.com.
Sure. So would you like to share your screen and then I can walk
Absolutely.
everyone through that?
Absolutely. Just tell me where to go and we will go there.
Across.
I'm pulling up our eStore. I have also estoreadvanced.com pulled up as well as addastore.com is trying to pull up. So we'll just follow whatever you need us to do.
Sure. Sure. Sherry, is there a reason I'm not able to share my screen today? Because it would be much better for me to walk through the page. Otherwise, you have to run with me.
Right, I have you as a presenter, and you shared your screen before. I'm going to minimize my picture there and see what happens. Go ahead and try to share a screen with us now. Can you see where I'm pointing? Have you gone there to that option and above? Okay, we may be getting somewhere. And above it looks like it's trying to screen share. Did you go to the screen share option? And above, can you hear me?
Hello, Sherry.
Yes, are you using the screen share option now? I see your screen. Uh-oh, you're going to a conference call. We do not want to do that. And above, can you hear me? For those who are watching, we are in a webinar. We're having difficulty connecting with screen share.
This is the speed of the iPhone 4S on AT&T. What does 4G speed on T-Mobile look like? Want to see it again?
Okay, we're having difficulties, so we will continue on with the webinar and try to get it up and running for Annabelle to present with us live. And you will still be able to go and watch it from businessovercoffee.biz. So I encourage you to do so. I'm so glad you joined us today. I trust that you learned a lot through the video media portion of Weave Your Own Web with Don Lawler. And again, go to businessovercoffee.biz. We work with professionals who want to optimize their business through social media, educational exchange, and networking events. We will continue on the webinar. If you would like to join us there as we are working out our technical difficulties, you can go to businessovercoffee.biz, click on Weave Your Own Web, and there is a URL there for you to join us. The URL is anniemeeting.com/BOCoffee, and then the number 1. I hope to see you, and in the meantime, until next time, continue to bring everyone together with more connections, collaboration, exposure, and business. I hope to see you online very soon, and God bless you.